Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Take four.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things...
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 95 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He's checking. Crash. 43 is the mic.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate.
There goes Mark Ingram, the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Haskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready up. Go, go. 36.
Play action. Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They give to Johnson going right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Caleb Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. On 2nd and 1. Jackson, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Completes it to Lee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Escapes the sack. Buying time to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Haskins on third down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
It's a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They go play action now. Haskins going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check, 81.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now Haskins to throw it. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Christian Kirk. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Haskins. Wilson snags it left side. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming up hot. Check 26, check 26.
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
In your face. Shoot! Shoot! Rotate. Save.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 78 yards, as they have taken the lead. Now that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Jackson throwing again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Throwing is Jackson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got the first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Again, it's Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On play action, Haskins. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Good job.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way. And what else?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 18. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Jackson. Jordan Reed has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now Jackson on first down. Stepping up, he's got Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll run it with Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Haskins going to try to throw it. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass,